Happy Fragrant Friday, Fraghead. Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with a new review. How are you? I hope you're doing well, and as always, I love to welcome you to your weekend. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're staying safe, healthy, and positive during this seemingly never-ending pandemic. So you've seen the title and you've seen the description, so you know this week I am checking out none other than Daisy by Marc Jacobs. Yes, a women's perfume, and this episode is dedicated in its entirety to my mom because this is her birthday this week and this is her signature scent. So she has worn this forever and a day. This came out in 2007, so forever and a day officially is now defined as the last 14 years. And I know she's probably going to soon move on. Yet again, after so many bottles, though, it's been a great ride, and it's time. It's long overdue. Plus, not only that, I really enjoy reviewing women's perfumes as well. Next week, I will be going back to my normal format and structure and cologne style of reviewing a men's cologne, but I wanted to do something a little bit different this week, right before we hit Thanksgiving, so happy birthday, Mom. All right, so before I dive in, let me quickly just say, yet again, since last Friday, we have had a yard chock full of autumn leaves on the ground of new subscribers, and so I really, really appreciate that. And I used to say that, as I've said before, rather tongue-in-cheek, but actually this time I'm not. Since last Friday, in the last 6 days, we have had the highest number of new subscribers to the channel of any 6-day span. Should we give it come on. And it's because of people like you who always comment and support my humble, beloved channel. And I really appreciate that very, very much. All right, so let's dive in, shall we? I'm really excited about this. And this one is special for many, many, many reasons. I've already said it's my mom's signature scent. And I know she's alluded recently that after this last bottle that she's on, she's probably going to move on to something else. That said, though, 14 years is quite a run, my friends. And so this is a 2007 floral woody musk. And that's also memorable because in 2007, that was the year that she found out she was going to become, for the first time, a grandma. So, it's a very, very special year for her. And of course, for this particular release, this is going to be a classic, no doubt. I say that because I usually try to say, after the 20-year mark, but it's destined to be a classic if you already don't think it is. So this is a Floral Woody Musk 2007. And let me just say right off the bat, actually, I've looked over a few comments on Fragrantica, a few reviewers, and I'm going to go ahead and just say right now, my review will differ from a lot of people. So I don't know if it's because I'm a guy and I've smelled it over the years. For women's perfume, especially during the pandemic when I'm walking around my house a lot, I actually do wear the perfume throughout the day. This is going to be one exception, though, because I've smelled it for so long. I do know it like the back of my hand. That said, I have not worn this fragrance, so maybe that is why. But I wanted to put that out as an asterisk, possibly, for this review. So in terms of nomenclature, I really don't have too much to say. The main attraction of this is the bottle itself. A lot of people will tell you that they have the bottle because they like to show it off in their bathroom for the guests, and it is very aesthetically pleasing. I really love the bottle a lot. A lot of thought went into it. It's high quality. The sprayer, the atomizer is excellent, and I certainly enjoy even the box as well. There's a lot of thought put into it. One of the reasons why I love giving this one as a gift. So as far as the nomenclature, though, I don't have too much to say. Daisy is rather obvious. It's a flower. So this, of course, will be some type of floral. And Marc Jacobs is the house. So in terms of notes, I'm going to read a couple, but one thing I want to say that I learned just recently this week as I was doing research for this episode, I pick up in the top notes violet and grapefruit, but I did not know this, and this is one reason why it might be original for you, which is it is blood grapefruit, not grapefruit. So it's blood grapefruit in the top note along with violet and strawberry. I don't pick up a lot of strawberry personally, but that was also listed. And the reason why I say that is because the top notes can be a little harsh. The initial blast can certainly be harsh. I would say harsh and synthetic. People who don't like this fragrance are going to not like it for one of two reasons. Number one, it's going to be too synthetic and harsh in the initial blast, first 20 to 30 minutes. And then second of all, they're going to say that they just don't like powdery florals. So I'll say again, right off the bat, if you're not into powdery florals, this probably wouldn't be a fragrance for you. So the initial blast is going to be violet, blood, grapefruit, and strawberry. And as I said, it is, I certainly don't want to say off-putting at all, but what I want to say is it's the kind of fragrance that you would put on you and then, take this, if you take the subway to work, whatever your commute is, if it's 20 to 30 to even 40 minutes, by the time you get around other people is when this guy is going to be, or gal is going to be settling down. And so it's just perfect for that. I actually have no problem when the initial blast is quite harsh. I really don't, because you're not going to be around others for the first, 20, 30, 40, at least minutes anyway. So me personally, I don't mind that at all, but I know a lot of you do. And so I wanted to mention that. Something to consider if you were going to a party and you're I wouldn't put it right on and then go. So when it comes to the mid notes, we've got florals abound there. Jasmine is the one that really jumps out to me personally, but all three are florals. And then we get into the base notes, which are musk, and I'm gonna this is a gentle nod to who the parfumé is, and if I haven't said it, and there's a reason for that. Okay, musk, woody notes, vanilla, white musk, perhaps. Actually, it's not, but musk, woody notes, vanilla. So if you're getting grapefruit, you're getting musk, you're getting woody notes, and you're saying, that is a pretty good stamp of a certain parfumé. I really love this fragrance. I think it's outstanding, it's unique, and it is, yep, you guessed it, none other than the greatest parfumé of all time, Alberto Morillas. Look, this guy, if he just did Daisy and Aqua di Gio alone, he'd be number one. And here he is, after all of these fragrances, still at the very top of his game. It's just incredible, actually. I find it amazing, and I'm happy to report that Alberto Morillas, the greatest parfumé of all time, is the nose behind this fragrance. It did win 2 coveted awards. The TCG, no, I'm kidding. The 2008 Fifi, which is kind of fun to say, Fifi, the Women's Fragrance of the Year, and 2008 Fifi Best Women's Packaging of the year. So 2 coveted awards, 2008, that this won. I'm not surprised again. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people said they even have it in their collection almost exclusively because of the bottle itself. I like it for so much more than that, but it really is nice. So now let's get down to the projection, longevity, and Siage. And again, keep in mind, I'm going to differ from a lot of people, because a lot of people have noted this has a 1 to 2 hour, projection and longevity, and I just don't see that at all. I really don't. I see this as having a fantastic, well above moderate Siage for the first 4 hours. Now remember, Siage is a fragrance trail. So when you're coming in and out of rooms, it's the fragrance you leave behind you, the waft, if you will, the aroma as you prance and meander throughout the party. All right. So you get my point. And I think for the first 4 hours, this would be robust. This would be something that people would notice, and you will get a lot of unsolicited compliments. So this one when it comes to Siage, 4 hours at least, and I think that is quite good. I would put it just slightly above moderate. Then longevity, I'm sorry, but I just don't see the 2 hour thing. Longevity for me is a work shift. It's 6 to 8. Is it closer to 6? Yes. But you're going to get a full work shift out of this, and it is always what you want. Especially with hotter temperatures, it does very, very well anyway. And so you want it to be around the 6 to 8 hour mark, and I think it's fantastic. A lot of people have noted 2 to 3. I'm not getting that. Spray a little bit more if that's the case, because it is quite nice, and I certainly see you getting a work shift out of this one. And then finally, the projection again is going to be well within, over an arm's length for the first 2 hours, and then it does settle down a little bit and get closer to the skin. But this is not a skin scent. Maybe it's a very, very, very recent formulation that they're talking about, because again, I'm seeing 6 to 8 work shift for longevity, and then projection is arm's length for a solid 2 to 4, and then just barely moving inward with each hour. Again, I don't see this as a skin scent in the least, especially if you spray on your clothes. Now, when it comes to gender, you guys know that I like to do my little continuum here of feminine, unisex, and masculine, and this one's all the way over to the feminine side. This is quite floral, and this is rather powdery in the base notes. So I'm going to say 95-5 split on this one. This is going to be a 95% women, and I can only see about 5% men actually owning this, buying this, having this as their signature scent. And this is quite feminine in my estimation. So I'm going to say 95-5. Now, another thing too, on the age, because of the floral element, I can see why people are going to say 18 to 30. Most reviewers, I would imagine, are going to say this is an 18 to 30 age group for the women. And again, I disagree. I think this is 18 and up. Because you have to understand, in the base notes, just when the florals peak, the musk, the vanilla, and the woods come through. So it turns a little bit more mature, and it's versatile enough to me that I don't see this one as a very high school, even early college exclusive scent. Not in the least, actually. And I'm going to say 18 and up for the age group. Now, when it comes to seasons of the year, this one is quite easy. This is a very bright fragrance, and this is going to be perfect for the spring and even into the early summer weeks. I don't know if I'd wear this when it's like 100, 110 Fahrenheit. If it's super hot and humid, this might be a little cloying, especially in the first 2 hours, but this would be perfect for right when the winter ends and when the weather starts to pick back up again, gets a little bit warmer, and everything starts to turn green. So I would choose this one from say very late February up until maybe end of June. Something like that would be perfect if you are a seasons kind of person. Now, in my St. Valentine's Day episode, I chose this as my pick for, I had different categories, right? And one of the categories was what would you wear if you didn't spend a day with your partner, but spent it with your family. And this one is the one that I would choose on the women's side, a women's perfume. And I stand by that. I see this as a day type fragrance. It is okay for the office, as I said, especially if you take a while to get there. After about the first hour or so, you'd be fine. If you immediately put it on and then go to work, that might be a little bit too much in an office setting, especially if you're in closed rooms for meetings. I see this as something that you might wear to like a wedding reception. We're in the spring, it's noon, it's Sunday, and you've just gone to the wedding itself, and now you're off to the reception, and it's an outdoor setting. It's maybe 50, 60, 65 degrees, a perfect day. You're mingling with others, you're coming in and out, you're having some snacks, etc., etc., and people are noticing you, noticing your fragrance, and asking you about it. I think it is a daytime, I think it's spring, and I think it's practically any event at all, but I do see it as, it's very bright, it's very fresh, so I see it in perfect for a social setting. It would be okay for an office, but again, I see it first and foremost in a social setting. So, of course, I have the obligatory mention of happy hour, something along those lines. I think it would do great until the evening. I don't know that I would choose or recommend this fragrance for a nighttime out, an ultra romantic night. It's not that it's not that. I just think that there are others that would exceed in that realm. So there you have it. That's the event. Highly, highly versatile. It's a very versatile fragrance. In sum, what I would say is this. It's almost perfect for any occasion, again, with the exception of it is relegated to more of a spring, summer. So if you are in a colder climate or if you're looking for a fall, winter, I don't know that this one would be the best choice for you. And then the second thing, as I mentioned earlier, for people, mostly women in this case, but for anyone who doesn't like florals at all, this would be a pass for you. As I said, when it comes to longevity, projection, when it comes to age, I really differed from a lot of people on this one. You can let me know if you feel the same way, or maybe if you feel it's because I'm a guy and I'm not wearing it. I would love to hear your thoughts on this fragrance. So, in the end, I'm going to give this, and I actually don't have the bottle on me, but I do have my scent of the day ready to wear. So here's what I'm going to do for this episode. I am going to give it the number out of 5 sprays in my system, but I will actually put on my fragrance scent of the day for real, and that is, of course, Paco Rabanne's Invictus. Yeah, and that's fine. You can roll. I see you rolling your eyes. I see you there, and that's fine. Hideous bottle. Marketing could not be worse. The marketing is a joke, except for one thing. Don't ever forget when you see the Invictus ads. The model behind it is a great rugby player. He is awesome. So he gets a free pass because, he's doing this for the money. That's fine. It's awesome. But the whole thing, where he's got it on his bicep and he walks in and then the sheets fall off the women and it's pretty bad. That scent, you know what? It smells fantastic. So I am going to go for Daisy by Marc Jacobs, 2007 release, floral, woody, musk. I'm going to go 4 out of 5. And the reason I'm going to dock 1 point is not because of the atomizer or the bottle, actually, or the price. It's fantastic. I'm going to take off just because of what I said. I don't know that it is well-rounded enough to give it a 5 out of 5. It's not a 365 days a year fragrance necessarily. This is coming from the guy whose mom has it as a signature scent and practically did wear it every day. So you see, everything is subjective. But anyway, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. One of my top choices as a gift-giving perfume. Be hard to find somebody, for the people who don't like the synthetic, harsh opening, wait 20 to 30 minutes. It'll settle down. You will get a lot of unsolicited compliments on this one. I can't say it's a game changer in the field, but I can say you will garner a lot of compliments, and it's just a wonderful smelling perfume. So 4 out of 5. Won't be spraying Daisy on me today, but I'm going to go my scent of the day. So comment down below. Do you agree with me when it comes to my observations of Daisy by Marc Jacobs? And if you don't know a lot and you're just watching the episode, what is your scent of the day? Mine, of course, is Invictus by Paco Rabanne. I'm going to go 1 on each side of the neck and 1 on each wrist area. And then we will celebrate because soon after I film, these stitches come off. Boom. 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 And boom. All right, folks, there you have it. Another review by the Vords. I really appreciate all of your support, comments, feedback, Instagram likes, DMs, IMs, a lot of M&Ms. I appreciate all of it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Happy birthday, Mom. And always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. Okay, and I also want to say quickly, by the time that you click on this, I will have gotten my stitches out. So if you saw last week's episode in what is now being dubbed in the United States as Ben versus the Garage Door, I'll just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. You don't have to watch the 90-minute film plus the bonus features, The Door Won. So I had a little accident with the garage door, and I get the stitches out, and they will be out by the time you click on this. But I wanted to say thank you for all of your well wishes last week. It meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate all of you that reached out.